Hi, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Calvin, We the Species. This is, I've been doing this a long time, 5.5 years, and this is as special and as poignant and as meaningful as it gets because I'm going to introduce Guru Yogi Shivan from India, Indimasi. And we're going to talk all about this. This is like a dream come true because of all my spirituality that's been part of my life for the last 15 years. Of people who know me know that I'm hugely spiritual. I wrote books. I'm searching the universe, and the universe came to me, and somehow this all got set up. And I'm so grateful. We had a chance to chat a little bit. The one thing I do want to say early on to everybody listening to this very special time is subscribe to this channel. That's how I'm beginning to grow and meeting people all over the world, and it's a wonderful thing. So take a second out, subscribe, and again, I'm so thrilled and honored to have Guru Yogi Shivan here and to talk about his journey and the things that he does, and I so believe in mind, body, and spirit, which is so much a part of what they do because I live it. I live it, and I'm over 80 years old, and I'm still going strong and functioning, and it's all part of life and living. So, I'm done with my introduction, and now it's a great honor to introduce Guru Yogi Shivan. If you want to say a few words, and then we'll talk about some really interesting things about your journey and your work.
Namaste. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, there is nothing special from my side. I have been searching for the reality for many years. And I had gone through different dimensions of my life, like a traditional martial art expert. Then from that martial art experts to, expertise to classical dance, music, then profession as a healer. Finally, got a bit confused. Why am I, just struggling like this in this world, and why I'm so attached to material things and physical dimension? One day I decided to go beyond, as you said, body, mind, spirit. I wanted to go beyond all these things to find out something whether is there or not as real. As a science student, my subject was geology, and the subsidiary subject was physics and chemistry. Anyhow, I came to know the material world is not stable. And quantum physics is declaring that there is no material world existing the way you perceive. When I studied the ancient science also, they declared the same. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. Jagat means this material world is not existing the way you perceive. The moment you focus on this material world, it will keep changing its state. So, modern science and ancient science both are declaring the same, but still I felt I was in utter confusion. Why the science is telling something I am not able to understand or experience it. When I studied the practical method through which our ancient masters reached to this theory or this experience, I came to know that was a path of yoga called Kundalini Yoga or Raja Yoga, Shri Vidyo Upasana. It's pure Sanskrit words. That is like a higher level of attaining the higher state of mind, go beyond the dimension of matter. That was the theory. So when I decided, or when I convinced myself about that reality, I became a monk by myself, and I found a guru to guide me. That was essential. So I was initiated in this Kundalini Yoga or Siddha Yoga order.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the initiation, I went to a forest. I lived in my seclusion for 4.5 years.
Wow.
I spent my whole life only for meditation to gain or attain the higher state of consciousness. And yes, through sincere effort, I found myself. One day I saw, as I saw my body as I see everything else. It was called out of body experience or near death experience. Once it is created through practice, I had master control over that. From that day onwards, I started implementing that state of consciousness in my day-to-day life, and I started using that method for treating people who are suffering from many incurable diseases, which we say the main cause is fear, inconsistency. Just go beyond this plane of matter, then we will see, everybody can see there is something real, changeless, omnipresent, and omnipotent. Where is that? It is everywhere. We have to just connect ourselves with that only. That is what is my journey. And that wisdom I'm sharing to as many people as possible.
Wow. I'm listening, and of course I've been studying and reading, and I've been listening. I've been to the website and listening to things, and again, I'm just a regular guy here in New Jersey. I go to football games. I always tell people I'm a regular guy. Yes, I'm very spiritual, and I only have little fragments and elements of what you're just talking about, but in my own world, I had not a serious, but I had a heart ailment called AFib, atrial fibrillation, and it's had me in the hospital over the last 15 years about a dozen times. I've taken every medicine known to mankind. I've been paddled with electricity. They've gone into my heart and probed my heart. I've done it all. I was put in the hospital last December for 5 days. It's a progressive disease. It doesn't get better. It can be fatal, but a lot of people live with it. So I'm in my own world in January. I said, "What can I do?" So I didn't have your guidance and your wisdom. Just in my little way, I said, "What can I do?" So I did some meditation on my own without knowing what I was doing, and concentrated, and said, maybe I'll take my body back where it was 40 years ago. So I lost a ton of weight, the exercise, the nutrition, which is what we're going to talk about. And anyway, in February, I woke up one morning and I have this little EKG machine. This is a little EKG that measures my heart like a regular EKG machine. Put my fingers on it, and boom, I was normal. And I've been normal. And my doctors, who I love dearly, and they're brilliant, and I ask them, how did this happen? And nobody knows, but we know. Mind, body, and spirit is what we're going to talk about. So, in my own small way, I've seen some of these things, again, not knowing what I'm doing. So Guru, and I've been reading about, so what is Ayurveda? And I've been reading about that and Siddha. I've been studying that. How are they different from each other? There's some similarities, but they're different.
Technically, it is not different. It's like your body and mind. Body is tangible. It is in the matter form. But you have a mind. It is intangible. And that is not matter. Nobody knows what the mind is. But it is there. That is the difference between Siddha and Veda. Veda is the level of knowledge which can be verbalized. through the senses. Siddha is some kind of inspiration. It's an experience. It cannot be explained. This is the difference between Veda and Siddha. Veda is visible, Siddha is invisible.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm writing that down. I'm taking notes.
Okay.
I have to take notes because, by the way, in all the things that I was studying, there was something beautiful I saw. And part of what I saw and I read were the sounds of silence. When you're meditating, there's a sound of silence. That was a wonderful song back, 30 or 40 years ago. So there's such beauty and power in your words. Okay, so at Indimasi, what type of chronic diseases do you usually treat at Indimasi?
There is no categorization in intimacy because the real player is our immunity. If you are adequately immune, what kind of diseases will be applicable or relevant in front of that person? The lack of immunity will bring many types of problems. Based on that symptoms, we label, oh, this is cancer, this is psoriasis, this is osteoporosis, this is that one, this one. But everything is depending on the level of immunity. If you go to a forest, you can see countless animals, birds, reptiles, everything is there. And they are also getting some kind of diseases. And there is no veterinary doctor available there to categorize the diseases and give medicines, which is the faculty for these animals and birds for supporting when they are in trouble. That is nothing but their instinct. In Sanskrit, it's called vasana.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has three planes of knowledge: intellectual knowledge, instinctive knowledge, and intuitive knowledge. If you ask me who you are, I will say, I am Yogi Shivan. So that I is a combination of three I's. I have an information about myself. My parents told me I am so and so. Brought up this way and this way. So intellectually, I have some information which I say I am. Then intuitively, I am aware of something. If the outer temperature is high, body immediately start sweating. If it is cooling down, it will start shivering. So body has an intricate connection between the environment and itself. So that is what is called instinctive plane. And I feel that something is there as my personality or ego. That is what is called intuition. So when somebody says I, it's a combination of intellectual, instinctive, and intuitive I. So there in the forest, this instinct is really communicating with the nature and guiding the animals and birds. We are also having the same potential. Unfortunately, man is nothing but a social animal. When the social rules and regulations hijacked our intellect, we completely ignored the instinctive potential. That is one. Here at Indimasi, we train the people to connect the intellect with the instinct. Yoga. Yoga means union. We have to connect our intellect with our own instinct. Then there will be an instinctive impulse which will be labeled as an inner guru. Inner guru is only a guide. Inner guru or inner doctor or inner healer, which is technically called immunity.
Mm-hmm.
So the moment immunity is adequately enhanced, no disease is beyond control. One more thing, all diseases are existing not only in the muscle, in the matter. It is really sticking to the memory. If you can delete the memory of a disease from your mind, that disease cannot persist in your matter level body. This is what is now slowly developing as the quantum healing, which was the traditional technique of India, which was prevalent thousands of years ago. So here at Indimasi, we are taking that ancient wisdom and explaining through modern scientific analysis and presenting people and training them to explore the inner potential as the inner healer or doctor.
Fascinating. Fascinating. As you know, as I live my life and the things that I do, I'm starting to plug in some of these things that you're saying. Um, what are some of the therapies and the treatment methods that is used in Indimasi Ayurvedic healing?
Yeah, it's a pure traditional Ayurveda treatments, but presented through modern equipments and facilities. Like so the real Ayurveda emphasizes on 5 points. It's called Pancha Bala Siddhanta. Siddhanta means theory. Pancha means 5. Then Bala means energy, power. So we are training the people along with the treatment how to utilize these 5 sources of energy. It's called Annabalam. Learn to use food as medicine. Second is Asana Balam. Learn to use exercise as medicine. Third is Prana Balam. Learn to use your breath power, the power of breath as medicine. And fourth is Manobala, means use mind as medicine. And the fifth is Aushadabala, use any kind of medicines which are available with you. So the basic disciplines are food power, exercise power, breath power, and mind power. That is the foundation. Lay a strong foundation. On top of that, apply any kind of medicine. Then when you apply these 4 energies, each and every disease can be brought under control. For that, Ayurveda fundamentally use different types of massages to prepare the body for supporting the meditation and the breathing exercise, pranayama. Otherwise, like dhara, kiri, different methods are applied based on the requirement of the person, I mean the patient. We have a team of doctors. They will completely analyze the state of the patient and the history of the disease, and they will apply different methods to make this person prepared for getting the higher lessons of mind and body relationship. Through that, here we are taking care of all diseases, not only in the physical plane. There are physical problems, mental problems, and social problems, family problems, and spiritual confusions. All kinds of things. As a comprehensive care, we are providing it.
Yeah. Wow. And it makes so much sense in my own little way. In my own little way, I'm careful with food. I do a lot of exercise. I've been exercising, and it helped me when I fell down 11 steps and should have died a couple of years ago. And the fact that I was in such good shape, it kept me whole and other things spiritually. So, the wisdom that you're sharing in little bits and pieces here in New Jersey, I understand what you're saying. And that's the beauty of what you're saying. Um, I've been reading about the significance, because I've been studying up so that I can talk to you intelligently. There's an integration of Ayurveda, Siddha, yoga, and Kalari, which I'm not familiar with Kalari. And what's the significance of bringing all of these together?
Actually, our life is a mixture of everything, but we are not aware of it. Here, we make everybody aware of their inner potential and environmental support. Kalari is a traditional martial art derived from yoga. Yoga is the word meaning of yoga is union, connection. We all are connected to, in a subtle level, we are connected to the law of nature. When sun rises, lotus is opening, it is blossoming up. Why? There is a link between the sun energy and the lotus. There is a chemical action. When the light falls on the lotus, there will be a chemical action and the flower will open. Same way, when sun rises, we are also waking up. Why? There is a chemical change. The serotonin level will go down and the dopamines will be high. Then the person will be awakened. Like that, wind has a direct link with us. Then water, earth energy, everything is really intricately connected. It's a fabric of energy. We have to be aware of that. Kalari is a martial art form which is making everybody aware of this intricate connection and training them how to maintain it. Knowing is the first step. Second is maintaining it.
Okay.
That is the right way of exploration of the inner potential. Then Kalari has different levels. It's like a marma chikitsa, from which this acupressure and acupuncture treatment evolved. Actually, it is taken from India through Bodhidharma, a Buddhist monk, and he went to China. There he established all these things as martial art like Kung Fu, then acupressure and acupuncture, and traditional treatment methods. One part of his disciples moved far east and they settled in Okinawa, Nicosia Islands of Japan. There they developed it as karate. So everything is actually evolved from this art called Kalari. It's a comprehensive care of physical, mental, and spiritual, energy. That is what at Indimasi we are promoting and making everybody aware of this wonderful traditional wisdom.
Wow.
So that way, yes, fundamentally that is done. Then it will be integrated with the other branches of medical system. Siddha Vaidya means it's mostly dealing with the energy, levels, and it is a different thought, but we cannot explain everything in this talk.
Okay.
Ayurveda is mostly focused on herbal mixtures and external treatments like dhara, pouring oils and everything. There are many things.
Yes, yes.
Then, if necessary, we are taking support from modern doctors also.
Balance.
If somebody's BP is shooting up, it is not safe to ask him to do some breathing exercise immediately. Give medicine, bring the BP under control, then train him not to get that high BP again. So that is the proper integration. Science is science, whether it is ancient or modern. At Indimasi, we integrate all these things and train the person to take the best for the right time.
Yes. Exactly. Using the best of all worlds, which is what you're doing. It's funny. You mentioned Okinawa, and somewhere I read that the people who live there have among the highest life expectancy on Earth. It's called the Blue Zone, I think, and the people there, whatever they're doing, and you mentioned whatever they're doing, they're living really long and productive lives. So that was kind of interesting. Another question: How yoga and pranayama, if I'm saying it the right way, can cure diseases?
Yoga is the fundamental name of this discipline of being connected to nature. Yoga means union. It's a Sanskrit word. So you have to be aware of the link between, the connection between the nature and yourself. That is only. Pranayama is the link between mind and body. Means prana is the breath. If you are mentally disturbed, if you observe yourself or a person who is in front of you and mentally disturbed, that person's breath will be irregular. So that is the sign of the problem or the disconnection between mind and body. If you ask that person to have some deep breath for a few minutes, you will come to know the mind will be coming back to control and the irregularity of the body will be settling down. Why? That is, the breath is the function of lungs, is the link between mind and matter, mind and body. So being aware of that link and extend the rhythm of breath. Ayama means extension. That is pranayama. So through that practice, you can re-establish the connection between mind and body. Once mind and body union is established, immediately you will feel you are connected to the law of nature. That is what is called yoga. So pranayama is the inner connection between mind and matter. Yoga is being connected to your environment.
Makes sense. As I write this down, we talked about yoga. In yoga, many masters talk about energy levels and chakra points. Is there like a way to measure sometimes the energy and the chakra? Can you measure that at all?
Chakra?
Yeah. Is it something that you can feel and measure?
Yeah, of course. Chakra is a Sanskrit word, wheel, spiral. Energy is stored in the universe through spiral ways only.
Okay.
Suppose water is flowing. If you want to make a disturbance over there, you keep your finger there. Immediately you can see water will take a spiral form. If you want to produce electricity, you see the armature. Armature being rotated, it is giving you electricity. What is the main part of the armature? A spiraled copper wire.
Okay.
Placed in between two magnets. Then you rotate that spiral cylinder, then you will get electricity. So wherever energy is being manifested, that is in the wheel form. It's called chakra. In our body, the cosmic energy is being processed through 108 energy points. They are called in Sanskrit marma, means the whirling points. There are 108 main points, and out of the 108, 7 chakras are the supermost. They are called Sapta Chakra in yoga. It's called Sahasrara, Ajna, Vishuddhi, like that. It is going to Mooladhara. These main chakras centralized in spinal cord, then other wheels or the energy points are spread all over the body. Total 108. If you see a person who is meditating in a traditional way, he will be using a mala, means like a collection of beads, and he will be counting. Usually, there will be 108 beads in that mala, in the garland. Okay. And in India, traditional India, there are 108 major temples for goddess, for female energy. Fundamentally, it is 108.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is really spiritually practiced, then ritualistic way introduced, and daily ways we are using as daily habits. So all chakras can be seen in our inner meditation or inner observation, which is called meditation. Then once we feel the chakras or the energy points, surprisingly, we can feel the different sources in nature which are really triggering the chakras. That is why yoga is the union. Connection between mind, body, environment, and universe. So from that individual person, that person will be developed into a universal awareness.
And you hear so much about yoga, and I do a little of yoga every few days up there, and when I finish my little thing, I feel wonderful. Is the picture behind you, does that represent chakras? That picture behind you?
Yeah, it's a symbol of that. Yes.
Okay. As you're telling me about it, I'm looking at that and okay. As we kind of wind down, by the way, I could probably talk to you for 4 or 5 hours, and I know you don't have 4 or 5 hours to sit and chat. I mean, maybe we can continue this. You alluded to this. How do we use the mind as medicine?
Mind is energy. That energy is manifesting as matter. Now, according to quantum physics, the energy is transforming into matter, and matter is going back to energy level 1024 times per second. You can check. 1024 times. Energy is transforming into matter, and matter is going back to energy per second.
Mm.
So body is matter, mind is energy. So Ayurveda, the master, the main promoter of Ayurveda, one among the main masters, sage Sushruta. There is a book called Sushruta Samhita, which is considered as one of the most authentic texts of Ayurveda. 2350 years ago, it is written, Sharira Manaso Yogo Parasparamanavrajet. It is in Sanskrit. Meaning is, Sharira is body made of matter, and Mana means mind. See the similarity. So both are complementing each other as gross and a subtle form of energy. So if you want to solve a problem in your body, you have to give equal importance for the mind also. Because mind is subtle, matter, body is gross. So for the gross body, you can use medicine. It's called marunu in local language. How to manage your mind? It's called mantra. Unfortunately, the word mantra is misinterpreted a lot. Actually, mantra is the sign of quantum physics. You know why? If I give you or keep one glass of water in front of you, you will say it's water. But you observe water with a focused mind and see the molecular combination of water. Immediately, when you observe carefully, that form will vanish from your mind, because water is nothing but a consequence of a profound joining of two gases, hydrogen and oxygen. So when you see or observe with a scientific eye, the identity of the water vanished and two gases evolved. This process is called mantra in Sanskrit, mananat trayade. When you observe carefully, that form will lose its identity. This is what is now proven by quantum physics, double slit experiment. When two waves are there, and if it is monitored, observed, that will change its form. So this is what is explained 2,500 years ago, or thousands and thousands of years ago.
Wow.
So here, if we can use this potential of mind for treating, suppose I have cancer. Doctor said, I have some physical problem. I went to the doctor. Doctors declared, oh, this is the sign of cancer. You have to be careful. Okay, I know I have cancer, but I have to focus on the cancer cell or where the effect is there. As my mind get focused and observed, when that power of observation goes beyond certain limit, that matter form should be changed. Otherwise, there is no science. So once my mind is capable of changing the pattern of the structure of the body, the matter, then how a particular disease can survive in my system. This is what is called mind over matter. Use the mind, power of mind as medicine. This is very much possible, but the effort should come from within. You cannot buy it from shops. That is the only difference.
Wow. This has been hugely an amazing time with you. How can people get in touch with you and reach out to you? I know the website, which I'm going to put up for people to see, and you can Zoom with people like we're Zooming, and you can share and open up people's worlds.
Yes, through website we have different departments, reservations, then booking for means like getting an appointment with me. So we have team and Vishnu Priya also part of that team. So through website we can go and people can go to different departments of Indimasi. Everything is there.
Okay.
So the main source is website.
And it's my job to spread the word, which I will do because I'm very good at that, spreading the word. I can't thank you enough.
It's not only our job, it's our responsibility.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
the connection to spirit to be able.
We have to. We should explore the real potential of our ancient tradition or our forefathers, whatever they given to us. We have to verify, make, if it is making sense for us, experience for ourselves, and explore it maximum, and share that wisdom for or with the coming generation.
Yes.
If the new generation is going in a wrong way, that is not their mistake, it's our mistake. We should guide them properly. We should be able to, convince them that this is what you have to follow. And what children are now very, very intellectual and very sharp in their analysis. So
Yes.
we have to share this one with them, show them a way for being happy and healthy and contented. That's our responsibility, which we are also doing it. So I'm so happy being with you. It was a nice time.
It was a wonderful time. Absolutely a wonderful time. Precious. The words you just said, it is our responsibility to this generation coming up who are wrapped up in AI and wrapped up in all these things and not spending time to look inside their body and their mind and their soul. We're losing that, and it is our responsibility to make sure they're on the right path. These are beautiful words, and they're real words that you said. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to stop recording. Don't leave. We'll just do a quick wrap. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Guru.
Thank you.
Thank you.